welcome to what is likely going to be a double program today. Why? Because I'm feeling like it. Anyway, let's hand over this final letter to Wingull. So, we now got them all, and for our reward, please tell me I'm gonna get a reward for this, please. Oh, something's on the ground, and it is a U-turn TM. I wonder, does Wingull learn U-turn? I honestly don't know, and I'm probably going to look it up. Of course, if anyone knows Wingull's TM compatibility list by heart, I would be concerned, because whoever uses Wingull! Anyway, moving on. In the news today, I know you know what I'm going to talk about, and I can already imagine you freaking out like, Slowflake, come on! You're not going to give press to such an obvious fake! And to that I answer that, based on what Cerebi said, it seems like it fits with some of the inside info he has that Mewtwo might be getting an alternate form in Generation 6 that is to be showcased in movie 16. I'm starting to lose track because there have been so many of them. And Heart Scale. So that was the item that I was trying to get to last time, but it didn't work. So now we can head over there first. I'm just going to take a look at what he's got to give me today. Protector. As I said before, most of the items he gives are evolution items. So that's that. Did I talk to her? Yep, I already did. So let's head further down. So yeah, Mewtwo getting a new form. Possibly. Still unconfirmed at this time. So, they've run out of new legendaries to give new forms to, and they're starting to go back and give the old legendaries new forms instead. If that's true, because there's always a possibility that it isn't, as long as someone like Cerebi doesn't say so, or an official channel officially reveals it, or such. I can't stress this enough. It's not official yet, but if it is, I gotta wonder, what's the point other than maybe help promote the inevitable Mewtwo event that we're going to have? Because clearly they know that Heal Pulse and Hurricane aren't going to be enough to persuade the 7-year-old kiddies from getting their brand new Mewtwo event, whereas the prospect of a new form once X and Y come out would probably get them to get that event. And quite frankly, I don't know what to think about it yet, because we don't even know its full appearance yet. We don't know its stats, its abilities, its moves, and such. So, it's really hard for me to make a final call. One thing I am looking forward, though, as I'm getting some treasure on the beach, these things regenerate each day, like the lemonade on Route 9. So, if you want to come here each day and get some easy money, stardust, pearls, and such, and then you can sell those to the Maniac in Icarus. But yeah, one thing I'm really looking forward to, and I can already see that, the masses of Gen 1ers that are going to complain that their childhood is being raped and such. But for now, I'm going to give it a chance, should it be real, because we really don't know much about it. And so I guess now that I've said all we know about it, I can move on to something else. And you know, it's been a while since I've complained about YouTube being an ass about something, but I think I find a reason to complain. It's not necessarily on my behalf as much as on that of other people for whom subscribers are more important, and they make a living out of making videos in the more extreme cases. It's the fact that ever since they messed with the homepage, it seems like, well, before then, you had a chance of finding a diamond in the rough that didn't get too many views, so something obscure that could potentially become big just by word of mouth and someone finding them in their recommended videos and stuff like that. But it just doesn't happen anymore. They completely changed the way it works. So now those recommendations only focus, okay, not going down there just yet, they only focus on really big YouTube personalities. And for instance, it seems like if you want to see game playthroughs or something like that, it seems all you're gonna get is PewDiePie and Tobuscus and Nova. And yeah, if you don't know better, you're gonna think that there are only 3 people on YouTube who play video games. So we got an Electorizer here. Now I'm just going to put Tyranitar in the lead because, well, as I've said before, it's sort of hard to level up, I guess, and it's starting to trail, so I'm going to give it a chance to catch up. Now, trainer tips. X-Transceiver stuff. Guess what? Nobody cares! And, quite frankly, I never bothered trying that because, seriously, it's the X-Transceiver. Who gives a shit? Come on, can I just distract them, please? Thank you. Okay, so the thing is that, well, as I said before, it's not necessarily for me because I don't really care about my sub count either way. For some people, it's used as an EP of sorts, but for those who genuinely do it out of the goodness of their hearts, it's sort of a shame, really, because I've noticed it from personal experience that, oh great, I don't have Dragonite with me. I wanted to Earthquake these suckers to oblivion. Well, I guess my Logic is just going to have to take the heat. But as for what I was saying before, and I've noticed that since then, my own growth has slowed down significantly. Remember, it was, I think, in March of last year that I made special videos to commemorate my imminent arrival to 10,000, and then a lot of things happened, and a year later, I'm still not at 10,000, because 2 things happened. First, they took out inactive accounts out of the sub count, which cost me around the 600 once, 300s another time, and I think overall it's safe to say that it cost me well above 1,000 subs. Of course, it makes no difference because those accounts are inactive, but it just goes to show that. But the fact that growth is being slowed down isn't just an illusion caused by that either, because as I said, recommended videos go a lot more towards popular stuff that will bring in more money for YouTube. So, in a way, well played, YouTube, well played. You're holding us by the balls, and it's getting to be a problem. It's not just me either. Even channels that have sub counts in the low 6 digits are feeling the heat. So when we're talking about them advertising popular stuff, it's not really just popular stuff. It's really, really popular stuff that will bring in lots of moolah. So yeah, even if having in the low 6 digits in terms of sub counts isn't enough anymore, well, damn, might as well say goodbye to any sort of sustained growth for just about every channel except for a few hundreds. And, you know, the lucky break I got, well, it's sort of a double-edged sword, really, but when one of my videos ended up on Chugga Conroy's, on the related videos of one of Chugga Conroy's videos, well, such a stroke of luck is not going to happen again, because I had 1,200 subscribers at the time, maybe, and at that point my sub count just exploded. But it's just to say that it's that kind of thing that will not happen again. I got lucky once, and I guess a lot of other people did, but that is not going to happen again because clearly YouTube is going for the big money by only making a select few people stand out. And as a result, well, those of us who bust our asses off to provide quality content, well, whether what I do is quality content or not, that that's up to you, I guess. But still, the fact is that I put effort into this thing, and it's just annoying to see that I'm not being, you know. I guess I shouldn't really complain too much because, as I said, sub count is not really all that matters for me. But still, I would really like it if at least, I don't know how to word it. I hope that you get what I'm trying to say, because I sure can't put it into words. And wait a minute, your assigned places change daily? Really? So tomorrow you could end up at the other end of Unova? Talk about horrible working conditions! Form a union or something! You don't have to stand for that shit! I mean, I know this is a game and the writers probably didn't think that much out of it, but when you think about it, if you're like in Boston, and tomorrow you were being transferred in Los Angeles, and the next day in Miami, this is basically like that for them. Anyway, now I'm going to put timber in there instead of Panpour, because there is one strength boulder in an area that I didn't check out, so I guess my comment section is probably already full of people telling me, hey, you forgot something on that ledge. Calm down. Easy there, killer. It's because I didn't have any strength users at my disposal, so there was just no point in heading up there. So, and it's really annoying that I have to do all of this for one boulder. But this is the choice I made, you know, to go in there with 5 team members, and I don't really want to go back and catch something like a Rufflet to use a cut and strength at the same time, because it's just not worth it, because HMs in general are used so little in this game that, well, it's just not worth it. So, let's visit Undella Town proper, now that we completed Route 13. So we're back here where we first rushed into as soon as the main game was over, and we got the Dive HM. What it does, it's only used to get to one area, but I'm going to get into that a bit later. Of course, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's one of the most annoying areas in the game, but let's keep that for next time. So, Undella Town, a town of rippling waves. Let's see what's in there. Ah! No! She hunted me all the way down here! Talk about obsessed and dedicated to making my life miserable! Ugh. But anyway, on a more serious note, well, I know who you are. You don't need to give me all that babble. Okay, so yeah, the Abyssal Ruins, that's what I was talking about just a moment ago. So I can investigate them. I call bullshit! Guess who's going to have to do that for her? Ugh. Running errands for her, I swear. No, I am not ready to fight you right now. You prefer to take things slowly and rationally? It's almost like she knows me inside and out. That's disturbing. Ugh, let's go back to the Pokémon Center. I'm gonna go for a full team of 6 now, since I'm not gonna be needing any HM slaves for a little while, because, well, I'm not going to be doing the Abyssal Ruins very soon. I gotta plan this thing out, because, yes, it's just that painful. So, let's continue checking out Undella Town. It's a lot more lively in the summer, a lot more people. Now it's winter, so of course no one's in a resort town like this, as you can see by all those empty cabins. So, I'm going to take a break right now, and I'll be right back with more Pokemon White in just a moment. No, come on, please! No, I don't want to. At least let me save what I've done so far. Okay, I'll be right back.